Tell me, you got a cat problem I can help you out with?
Well, we just got Barnabas, and he's been in the garage for a few months now.
Oh, wow.
He's drawn a lot of blood. He bites, he hisses, he growls, he scratches.
I do not like what I'm hearing one bit. I mean, when you lock away a violent cat, you're only making the problem worse by denying them social contact.
Barnabas hates Alan. He's worse with him than he is with me.
If I go to pick him up, swap at me, you know? I like to cuddle with cats.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I've tried everything to make Barnabas happy.
You're gonna think this is crazy.
Yeah.
I put a little opera music on, and all of a sudden he just like nodded off to sleep. I was able to pet him,
Incredible,
and then
that's so
he just
cool.
nodded off.
Shannon told me, oh, you're gonna think that's so strange, playing opera for Barnabas. Of course it's not strange. Music therapy works for humans, for animals alike, and that's something I can work with. What else has been going on?
Max is the cat we had. He just passed away yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how sorry I am.
But he's my favorite cat.
He was a special cat. Shannon contacted Max's breeder, and that's why we were hoping when we got Barnabas that he'd be a little mini Max.
I could just see that he looked exactly like Max, and I'm like, I want that cat. But once we brought him home, he turned into this monster. Yeah, so they were nephew and uncle.
Wow. Alan and Shannon are telling me about the loss of their cat, Max, yesterday, which is just awful. But in the meantime, I'm a little worried when I hear that Max was the favorite cat. That means poor Barnabas has a lot to live up to. Alan, try not to reach over his head. Oh, and Alan, it just seems like he doesn't even know you. Whoa, 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 okay, wait, hold on. All right, Alan, I have definitely seen enough of you getting beat up. Let me get in here for a second.
right.
Here. Now, I wanted to step in and see if I could do something different. Push this cat's challenge line so that I can see if he's just a grumpy cat who hates Alan or if there's a deeper-seated aggression going on here. Hi, buddy. I hear the warning. I know, buddy, I know. But what if I came around? Whoa! Okay, man. Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa. Oh, okay, man. Man, he just thumped me. So, Shannon, come on over here. Let me see what it is that you do.
I just come over here and pick him up. Come on.
How you like that? Watching Shannon handle Barnabas, suddenly I'm seeing his previous life come to light because he can be handled by a woman, no problem. But Alan and I, no dice. This cat wants nothing to do with men. So now I know it's time for Barnabas to be reprogrammed to men in general. Now the first thing, today's moving day. He comes out of that garage. We integrate him fully into this home. It's really tough because you're expecting Barnabas to be a little bit more like Max than he is, and he's not. He's Barnabas. Alan, we have to reassociate him with men. So, Alan, your homework is opera dining. I want you to feed Barnabas, and you do it while the opera is playing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, guys, please tell me that Barnabas is at least in the house now and out of that garage.
The night that you left, we brought him in. He's everywhere in the house.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so proud of you guys. Good, 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 good.
I could tell he's happier than he was before, but he still needs a lot of work.
He's still tense.
Okay, well, that shows a lack of confidence in the territory.
Right.
And of course, the territory is still pretty new. Hello, mister. Hi. Oh, hi. You remember me? Remember the last time I was here? You weren't too psyched to see me. Now, right away, you could tell that he was a less hostile cat. Now, because he's living in the house, because they've been using opera to form positive associations with men, and because Shannon's helping get that nervous energy out with play, I can tell he's not going to attack me like he did last time. Of course, it's not me that I'm worried about. It's Alan. Now, listen, Alan, do you feel comfortable trying to pet Barnabas?
No. When Jackson asked me to pet Barnabas, I was afraid he was going to go for my face. I have to be leery of him because I'm not sure which way he's going to go. The nice Barnabas, or is he going to be the mean Barnabas? Sometimes when I come up here and I pet him, he will growl at me and hiss at me.
Really?
Sometimes I see Alan will spend just a few more seconds too much with the cat.
The one thing that I would really encourage you to do is always be conscious of the way a cat tells you he doesn't want to be pet, like a swishing tail and flattened ears. Otherwise, you're gonna get bit. I was not gonna wait for Alan to get bit by Barnabas. I didn't want to risk going 3 steps back here, but it worries me that he still sees Barnabas as unpredictable. It's not that Barnabas is unpredictable, it's that Alan is just not reading his cat. Some cats just aren't as cuddly as others, and their guardians need to become aware of their body language so they can tell when the cat's had enough. I really want to focus on how we're going to get these attacks gone altogether. What I want you to do is call it the duet. You're going to sit facing each other, and what I'd like you to do, Alan, is watch Shannon when she handles Barnabas so you can become more aware of how she responds to his body language. There's no better way of learning what you're doing wrong by seeing someone else doing it right. And while you're working on that, let's also give Barnabas something to help him get a little less on edge. I work with holistic remedies. These are flower essence remedies. Now this is called Stress Stopper. It should help Barnabas just settle into his new territory a little better. The next thing, we want to modify the environment. I'd like to see a cat tree in that cat room as a gift to Barnabas. Now that Barnabas is in the house, I want that cat room to be his and not just Max's old room. Let's give Barnabas something that doesn't have a trace of Max's scent on it, because even if these two cats never met, he can still smell traces of Max, and this way, he can start to feel like this place is his now. Guys, if you have any questions at all, you let me know, all right? Good to see you again.
I think we still have a lot of work to do with Barnabas. He's not trustworthy. I mean, one minute he's just fine, and the next minute he's growly and hissy and scratchy, and if he doesn't shape up, you know the old saying, either shape up or ship out.
Hey, Shannon. How you been?
Great.
Good. So guys, tell me, how are things going with Barnabas?
Barnabas has blossomed.
He's
finally.
blossomed.
Yes.
Beautiful. Tell me all about it.
I think Barnabas is starting to relate to me better.
That's incredible, man.
I'm starting to learn about cat communication.
Yay. That's fantastic. Well, hi, buddy. Hello, Barnabas. This is definitely his room now, man. I mean, honestly, everything in here, down to the bee on the wall. Don't think I didn't notice that walking in here. All right, this is really, really good work. Now, if you guys wouldn't mind just taking a seat on the floor so we're not looming over his head. Okay. Now, Alan, can you show me how you hold Barnabas? I need to see that you guys have formed a bond.
Okay.
When I first started with these guys, Alan would go to pick up Barnabas, not know him, not know how his body operated, how his mind operated. Barnabas is not Max, and it's taken all this time for Alan and Shannon to learn that. Look at that.
Yeah, his little
That
eye-
is the most
eye-
incredibly peaceful look. Look at that. Oh man, does my heart good though. It does.
It feels great to have Barnabas just let me hold him and cuddle him.
Look at that. That's the cat from the garage. Look at how calm he is in your arms, man. Can you promise me that he is permanently a part of this?
Oh, for sure.
Barnabas is here to stay.